since the pandemic began in Dallas County, roughly 3,800 children under 18 have tested positive for the virus. And that accounts for nearly 10% of all the cases that have been reported between March 24th and July 17th, according to the data that's coming out of Dallas County. The number of children with the virus more than tripled between March and May, jumping from 2% to 11% of the cases for those months. And so we're definitely seeing an increase in the number of positive cases for children, but not just an increase in the number of cases, we're also seeing an increase in the number of hospitalizations. Hospitalization of children with COVID-19 has been steadily increasing in Dallas County since the early days of the pandemic. A total of 101 have been hospitalized with the virus as of July 17th, according to recent data. And that's the largest jump in hospitalization among children came in June, when you had 17 children hospitalized at the beginning of the month and almost 50 at the end of it. So we're definitely not only seeing that rise in the number of positive cases, but number of hospitalizations. But something that families need to be keenly aware of, it's not so much that, yes, children, when they do get sick, tend to be low to moderate symptoms, not so much the severe symptoms, though I want to emphasize that children with no medical problems can still get very sick from COVID. We had a 17-year-old girl recently in the county who died, who had no medical issues. And you hear stories of a 6-year-old in San Antonio and others who had no medical history who died from COVID. So it is a real threat and something to be quite aware of. But when you think about COVID and risk factors, you really need to view your family as a whole. Though the children may, like for instance, in my house, my 2 children, my daughter and my son are completely healthy with no medical problems. My wife is as well, but I'm a diabetic, so I'm high risk. So when we look at this decision as a whole, we're looking at what is the risk. So that the fact that I'm high risk makes everyone in the family high risk. Because if my daughter goes to school or my son goes to school, there's a real possibility they could bring it home. And so we have to think through that decision.